1 inch tall. He weighed in at 216.6 pounds. Tonight, he enters the ring with a professional record of 12 victories versus just 1 defeat, with 7 of those wins coming by way of knockout. And he fights out of Dorado, Puerto Rico, by way of Cleveland, Ohio, USA. Introducing the icon, the man who brought boxing here to Netflix, the biggest promoter of women's boxing of all time, the one you all came here to see, ladies and gentlemen, the creator, the record breaker, the MVP, El Gallo de Dorado, Jake Paul.
Let's go. All right, Jimmy, listen. This build right here, Jimmy, you know what time it is. You get up, fight hard, fight clean, touch him up.
Jake Paul says he's about to author the biggest upset in the history of sports. Anthony Joshua looking to land the money shot and cash in on the realest of reality checks. It's Judgment Day in Miami. The gloves don't recognize followers, they recognize force. One man chasing legitimacy, the other guarding legacy. Round 1, and Jake Paul already on the move. 22 by 22-foot ring. David, who does that benefit?
The benefit's Jake. He really needs to stay on his toes, avoid Anthony Joshua's jab. There it is. He doesn't want to be eating those because that's equivalent of a right hand from a cruiserweight.
Yeah, both rely heavily on their jabs, but Jake Paul, for the first time in his boxing career, had a physical disadvantage and a 5-inch reach advantage for Anthony Joshua, just stalking Jake Paul. Paul bouncing up and down, comes forward with the jab. Crowd getting restless, but this is exactly what I think we all expected out of Jake Paul. And for Anthony Joshua as well, Christina. Staying focused, staying calm and cool.
Absolutely. 15 months out of the ring for Anthony Joshua. He's going to get, some time here to work a little bit as Jake Paul continues to circle around the outside of the ring. What he shouldn't do is circle to Anthony Joshua's right hand. He needs to continue to move to Jake Paul's right so he can try to land a right hand like that of his own.
The biggest shot of the fight so far has come from Jake. AJ's missing. He felt a bit embarrassed by taking that big overhand right from Jake. And it shows as he threw a punch out of range.
Both of them known for their devastating right hands, but for Anthony Joshua, full-blown heavyweight his whole career. First time he had to make weight, came in under the 245 weight limit. And Jake Paul already resorting to tactics to get Anthony Joshua off his game.
And I'm good with that double jab that Jake Paul just landed to the body of Anthony Joshua. Get yourself in some sort of a rhythm. Obviously moving around a lot on his feet, but he needs to start getting loose with those punches, and I'm good with him starting off with that jab.
So far, he looks very comfortable in there. He doesn't look like he's rattled. The only shot that's landed has been from Jake so far.
It's the only shot. One punch has landed in this first round.
If that's the only shot that lands in his first round, you've got to give it to Jake.
A big moral victory, and there it is, a double jab. Jake able to get inside and then get away, but Anthony Joshua just picking his... There's that right hand, and that right hand is an eraser, and his right uppercut is devastating.
Anthony looks a little frustrated here. Look at him.
Right hand by Joshua. And Jake Paul has his hands down. He is playing with fire.
It's a dangerous strategy. But he's looking at counter with a big overhand right. What Anthony Joshua looks like right now, he's trying. And when you try, you slow down. It's a good game plan so far from Jake. He landed a good right hand to the body.
Oh, and Joshua misses with that sweeping right hand delivered with bad intentions.
And a smirk on the face of Jake Paul as he felt some breeze probably zipping through his face after that shot misses from Anthony Joshua. But you have to think there's a little bit of a clock in Anthony Joshua's mind. However long this fight goes, I think the pressure mounts for him to land something significant.
I can see the pressure on him now, that big swing and a miss. Very rarely does AJ throw shots from out range.
But now he has all along the rope. Paul clinches like a veteran. He went from looking down at Tank Davis to looking up at a tank in Anthony Joshua's Jake Paul so eloquently put it, and he's content to just continue to utilize movement, not worried about throwing anything of substance right now. He wants to just see what Anthony Joshua's all about. Minute and a half gone here in the second. As the seconds tick away, fans will become more and more frustrated, especially those who thought Joshua would put away Jake Paul in a hurry.
Smirk on Jake's face. He's toying.
He's playing with fire.
He really is.
Hands are down. But Joshua unable to cut off the ring, now following Paul.
And a bit of a clash of heads there as Jake Paul looks to close the distance and hold Anthony Joshua.
By a minute of the second.
Anthony Joshua isn't an inside fighter in regards to grappling and pushing, whereas Jake got a wrestling background, so he'll be a lot more comfortable in those clinches.
All along the ropes where he doesn't want to stay too long against a murderous puncher like Anthony Joshua.
Jake's doing a great job of avoiding those big killer right hands. Anthony Joshua isn't setting anything up. He's loading up with the shots, playing into Jake's game plan.
Fans already frustrated again. None of us expected this fight to go long, despite the fact that most of us thought Jake Paul would utilize the ring and move it. Anthony Joshua unable to land anything of consequence yet, as we are now through 2. And our center of the ring sponsor Intuit TurboTax.
Here's the footwork. Listen, don't let him set. Look, don't let him walk to you and set. Don't let him motherfucker set. Look, tell me you come to you, hit him with a fake. And give you the side move. Hit him with another fake. Every time you fake, you stop. Don't lean in. Because you're going to put right down your head. Look at that motherfucker.
Well, the only punches coming in that last round were from Anthony Joshua, but a big swing and a miss there. And then a reaction from Jake Paul, who right now doesn't seem like he's looking to win. He just seems like he's looking to survive and have a little bit of fun in there while he's doing it. He's passed 2 rounds, more than a lot of people think he make it, but the name of the game is throwing punches. He's got to throw punches.
Low connects. And here we are, round 3. And David, you're a former cruiserweight and heavyweight champion. You represented the sport well. There are many people that didn't think this fight should even be sanctioned. They feel that it's a black item boxing of sorts, the purists especially. And the clock continues to tick. The longer this goes, does it become embarrassing for Anthony Joshua?
Anthony Joshua, if you'd have said he wouldn't have been able to get to grips in the first 2 rounds, he said in the interview earlier, a couple of days ago, that if he doesn't knock him out in the first round, he'll consider it a loss. This is the type of fight that he hasn't had before, where he has to get a knockout, and he's trying a little too hard. I was worried for Anthony Joshua coming into this fight. It's a hell of a different type of pressure spot. It's not about winning. People assume he's going to win. It's how he wins and how easy he wins. At the moment, he's throwing punches, but he's missing. He's not looking as slick as he would like.
They're not exactly throwing punches. It's incredible in that last round. Jake Paul was 1 of 6. Joshua just 4 of 26. So not at all what fans expected. Right uppercut there by Paul.
And a little look on the face of Anthony Joshua, almost in our direction. He's getting a little frustrated. Every time he gets close, you can tell the Jake Paul game plan is to grab him, hold, and clinch. Move the action back into the inside.
Exactly.
Paul champ Joshua, and we welcome those of you watching the football game.
This is the fight Anthony Joshua didn't want to be in.
Minute 20 left here in the 3rd. And it's not, Jake Paul's doing next to nothing, guys.
He's not getting knocked out. That's what he's doing at the moment. The whole game plan should be, do not get knocked out first.
It's amazing how the sport of boxing, all combat sports, the hype, and yet you get the results and you keep coming back, and now Joshua's stalking. Missing with the right hand. I'm amazed at how much Anthony Joshua's missed.
He's frustrated. Usually he has someone coming at him. This time he's got to really pick his feet up. He's got to readjust. And Gentleman has practiced this. He's had big, strong sparring partners coming at him just like AJ is.
Yes,
apparently,
Oakley.
they always said he's very, very difficult to trap.
Jared Anderson.
Great stand.
So legitimate heavyweight sparring partners.
And remember, Jake said he believes he's going to get a knockout in round 4 or 5.
Yeah, between rounds 4 and 6, he said.
He hasn't tried so far.
It has been lackadaisical, to say the least. There is absolutely
Anthony Joshua getting very frustrated, putting all of his weight.
I got to sit down.
Well, it looks like Joshua trying to jingle the bells or maybe put the nutcracker in Nutcracker Suite. It is the holiday season after all, but Jake Paul now taking the low blow. Has up to 5 minutes. And he's just asking for how much time does he have left.
There you go.
But we know he's got sponsoring signs cojones for taking the fight, and it was tested here. Anthony Joshua, and I don't see a low blow at all there, so I don't know what we're talking about here. Unless the knee landed.
The knee.
Man, oh man, this is just rolling shoe ugly.
Time in!
30 seconds left in the first half of this fight. Didn't expect to say that either.
Left hook from Jake Paul there.
Yeah, he's landing punches. What is this? I mean, they blame Joshua, but it's what? The referee is Jake Paul that's doing this. Come on.
I mean, all he's doing is buying Jake Paul more time. I don't like it at all.
I don't get this.
Listen. Look up, come here. Listen. Rough tactics gotta stop, okay? They pay to see this crap, okay?
Amen.
You're gonna fight, but fight within the rules, okay? Touch him up, fight clean.
Christopher Young with the quote of the night. The fans did not pay to see this crap.
You gotta be stronger than that, champ. You gotta be stronger than that shit. Breathe. If you control your breathing, you can control everything. Control your breathing, you can control every motherfucking thing. Just calm down. The motherfucker show you everything, Jake. He's too strong for you. He can't hit you with shit unless you giving it to him. Unless you giving it to him. Don't give him shit. All right. Don't you'll never look, bro. And look, right? The fuck what drills? This ain't no drills in there.
Come on, find it.
Time it. This is range. Don't we only got 4 rounds left.
Jake Paul's trainer, Theo Chambers III, hails from Detroit's legendary Crunk Gym, where he was a pupil of the estimable Emmanuel Stewart, who always said, knockout sell. Fans were sold on expecting a knockout in this main event. We have reached round number 5.
of this fight, but a lot of it has been fought on the mat just as much almost has been fought on these men's feet. But look at the way that it has to go for Jake Paul is working his way in on that jab, just like that. Back to the basics.
It really is.
Oh, the uppercut, and he took it. Jake Paul took it. And yet he takes the knee again. This is not Joshua. That's Jake Paul's fault. Right hand left by Joshua. He's got Jake Paul cornered. Paul's hands are down. Paul unwinds and catapult right hand to the left by Paul. Paul looking to make it a fight now. Final 2 minutes of the fifth, and the action finally coming to life.
Down to the body with the right hand for Anthony Joshua. There's a big left now.
Text messages are lighting up. Everyone wondering what the hell is happening. And Joshua continues to chop down Paul. And that's for the knockdown.
It looked like it was stuck on his leg.
Jake Paul's been knocked down here in the fifth. Is he about to be knocked out? Joshua, the predator, counter right. There's the right hand. Jake Paul goes down again. Second knockdown. 45 seconds left in the fifth. Will Jake Paul survive the round? No 3 knockdown rule in effect. And Paul, fatigued, hands are low. Joshua on the just stalking him. Oh, the right hand bites. Paul uncorks the catapult right.
Looks like Jake Paul is trying to bait him into something, but he's the one that's hit the canvas twice in this round. Incredible.
Jake Paul being measured up by Joshua for that right hand. Just clipped again, another right, another left, and the bell goes down.
It looked like a misstep there, and you saw the grimace on Jake Paul as he stepped back with that right leg. Something to keep an eye on if this fight continues to inch forward. And inching forward closer and closer is Anthony Joshua to closing the distance. You can tell Jake Paul is not taking those punches very well. But that punch right there from Jake Paul was the cleanest shot he's landed tonight. And it's because Anthony Joshua's getting comfortable in
Didn't
there.
even bother Joshua.
Not one bit.
Jake Paul, a cruiserweight, fighting his second fight at heavyweight against a bona fide knockout artist. And Anthony Joshua seeking his 26th knockout as a pro. But Jake Paul coming forward, he's off balance, he's tired, he's breathing heavily, and he's cornered again by Joshua. Down Paul goes again, following the right hand. The third knockdown of the fight.
Hey, want to go, man? Want to continue? Hey, what's your prediction, okay?
Paul wants to continue. But it's all Anthony Joshua. 3 knockdowns. And Paul needs to get off the ropes, David.
He does. That's what the place for him.
Man, he's tired. He got
He's moving them feet like he was in the early rounds. But
right uppercut. It's amazing that Paul is still standing, taking the right uppercut. He knows he's been hurt. His hands are down. It's just incredible.
and even if he does land his best shot at the moment, not that much is going to happen.
And it almost, there's a left hook. Down goes Paul.
6, 7, 8, 9,